Welcome to the Albert Robles Center for Water Recycling and Environmental Learning. As we enter the exhibit hall, you can see that we're immediately immersed in a very vibrant digital environment. We start off with our mission statement here, and then really we start getting into an introduction to water, the different types of water that we encounter on a day-to-day basis, and then some information on how much water we really use. We've arrived at our California rain gauge exhibit. If somebody presses on Los Angeles, we can see normal rainfall we could expect, and so that's reflected in the rain gauge here. You might have one docent or one student interacting with the exhibit, but then you have a larger piece that everybody can take part in. We also have the ADA options available for folks who cannot reach those higher areas in the state map. So this is our conservation wall, showing visitors different ways to conserve water at home, at school, and at work, so that we can play our own part in helping to preserve this very precious natural resource. This is the first of two touch wall interactives that we have. Visitors are able to just touch the wall and have their interactions displayed. So here we are at the main attraction, and it's our rainwater exhibit, or our Fate of Rain. Students will push the lever, they can see the water go up and see it rain down onto a 3D printed image of Los Angeles and Pico Rivera. So students have a chance to actually be a part of that natural water cycle. Here we are at one of the visitors' favorites exhibit. It's the Aquavator, and that's an aquifer elevator. Visitors can come inside, and it's like they're going down into a mine shaft, and they travel down below the surface of the earth. They learn what an aquitard is, what an aquifer is. We're able to really help people visualize what it's like to go underneath the ground and what groundwater looks like right beneath our feet. But the funnest part of this exhibit is that it's like a ride as well. So at the end, we see that the Aquavator is supposed to go to the surface, but instead it dives deep down into the bedrock just before whisking everybody to safety and coming back into the learning center. In this exhibit, we've got our aquifer tubes, and we invite students to make predictions on which sediment is going to allow the water to pass through more quickly. So let's take a look. They're going to flip them over, and they have a race. This is the second of those large touch interactive walls. Visitors are able to just go up and touch the wall to get a response or to have something to learn about. This is our basin management game. This is a really fun way for students and visitors to interact with something kind of at their own pace. They're given 3 different options to work through, and you get a big congratulations at the end that you did a great job. This is a well monitoring exhibit. Students are required to input calculations and take measurements using the different probes and apparatuses that we have here. And that's all going to be populated in this screen here. When we go over to the treatment facility, you'll be able to see that the water treatment that's happening here at ARC involves ultrafiltration, reverse osmosis, and UV light. So in this exhibit here, we're really able to see what straw elements or filters that are in each module. This LA map exhibit allows the visitor to touch the interactive screen, and then we get to see the response on the large LA map. So we've arrived at the final exhibit, and this is what we call our pledge station. Students have an opportunity to come and take a picture. They're going to center themselves in the selfie frame, take a picture, and then they get a menu of options to choose from. And then after they choose their pledge, they're going to be able to see their pictures come up on the wall. Here we are in the treatment facility on one of 3 overlook balconies that look at the different processes for our advanced water treatment. So in this balcony, we're taking a look at the ultrafiltration modules.
One of the things WRD wanted to do is for people to be able to taste their processed water. Looking at this space where you're overlooking the processing plant through the windows, we really felt that we wanted to do something that allowed people to understand just how much work goes into creating this clean and safe drinking water and getting it to your tap. But at the same time, we wanted to create a special space. These miles of copper pipes that we've put in here has really created something that is special and memorable. When you leave a place like this, you really need to understand the infrastructure. And I think that what we've ended up with really represents that very well.